I think every comic artist or writer struggles with this. That beginning. I always feel like I think too long before I start, which is funny, because I have heard my whole life that I am impatient. Still, it keeps being a challenge. Every time you start, you are faced with the same thing. Pure, white. The easiest way, at least for me, is to just put something down. Just block in the panels. Keep your thumbnails rough and see how the text fits. Just to get past that white page. So this page is about Zapowski trying to grab a magical sword, the Vorpal Blade. Yes, that's directly inspired by Alice in Wonderland, and I'm using it in my comic for a silly reason.
I just like the sound of it.
I think it's a completely made-up word though. Anyway, it's guarded by a dragon, and every time someone reaches for it, the dragon wakes up. I already showed the dragon's fury in the page before this, so this one needs to go a bit further. It needs to be bigger, I think. So now I'm doing just a rough layout. You know, not real drawing yet. How big everything needs to be. Just checking if the plan works, I guess. I'm planning on splitting the reaching for the sword into multiple panels, almost like a slow motion shot, to build tension there, and maybe a slight zoom as the hand closes around the hilt. Alright, I'm actually pretty happy with the panel layout overall. So I'm starting with the bottom panel. It's the hardest one, so I might as well tackle that first. Like you mentioned earlier, the dragon has already completely exploded in rage before, as your typical dragon does. So the threat in this panel needs to be even more extreme, I think. This is a storytelling thing, I guess. You always have to go bigger? I don't really know what I want yet. Not sure about this pose. This isn't it. I want him to be shot upward, but at the same time he should be looking back at Nim and Thump, kinda like warning them. So he needs to be flying up and looking back at the same time, which is not working out. Just experimenting with his limbs here, trying to really push energy into the pose. As if this isn't difficult enough. My brain decides extreme perspective should also be part of the problem. That sword is annoying. I feel like it kind of messes with the dynamic. This helps sometimes. These red lines, to reset my thinking a bit, just to clearly see where the energy and direction of the pose actually are. This is starting to go somewhere. Yes. Little extra free bonus there by turning it upside down. Alright, and now? Sorry about that. Someone mentioned Quetzalcoatl after I posted an early sketch on TikTok. Yeah, that's definitely where the inspiration comes from. I mean, look at this stuff. Look, it's just crazy, right? How can you not be inspired by this? For this scene, a straight, head-on attack on Zappo felt like the best choice. I like switching between analog and digital. Staring at a screen all the time kind of messes with your head. And sometimes it's just really nice to feel actual paper again. So, for this design, I started the dragon in my sketchbook. And now I'm pulling this sketch back in, just to remind myself what I originally had in mind. The dragon is basically a statue made up of separate blocks, held together by pure drawing logic. Once I have the pose roughly in place, I usually add an extra, cleaner sketch layer on top. I know artists who skip this part, but this is a pretty complex design. So cleaning it up now makes my life a lot easier later during inking. And I do the same for Zappo. That way, the first panel is fully solid and ready to be inked. So this is it, at least for the sketch phase. If you made it this far, thanks for watching. Cheers.